Now, before we get into this video, I'd just like to wish everyone watching this video a Merry Christmas. If you are, of course, watching on the day of release being Christmas itself. And for those watching on Boxing Day, I hope you had a merry and fantastic Christmas. And I hope you're all looking forward to the Boxing Day games we have tomorrow. If you are watching on Boxing Day, please do tune in for my Manchester United versus Leicester City match watch along. I will be going live at 12 o'clock, so please do tune in to that. That is greatly appreciated. Now, without further ado, let's get on with this week's Premier League preview. Hello and welcome back to the FCS Football Channel and today's episode of Premier League preview. Sorry I missed the last 2 weeks of the Premier League preview. The midweek games completely threw me. Absolutely. I just didn't know about them. And then they came up. I quickly had to rush out a match preview for the Manchester United game. And then I just didn't have enough time. I'm busy with Christmas coming up. I hope you guys understand. And yeah, I'd just like to apologise. But anyway, let's get into this week's fixtures. First of all, being Leicester City versus Manchester United. Now, as we all know, I always do a match preview for the Manchester United games. And of course, that link to that will be in the description and of course on my channel if you want to see an actual in-depth analysis of this game. But I'm going to go for a 2-0 Manchester United win. Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. Aston Villa come to this game placed 9th in the Premier League while Crystal Palace are 13th. Villa have won 2 out of their last 3 games while Palace are winless in their last 3, only picking up 2 draws and of course that hammering 7-0 to Liverpool. I think this Villa side has a lot of quality, especially in that front line. I really rate Ollie Watkins. Obviously, Jack Grealish is Jack Grealish. He's absolutely superb. And I think when he's playing, any team is going to be scared of him and he can make any team win. And I think that's going to be the case today. I think Aston Villa will take home all 3 points. And I'm going to go for another 2-0 win. This time, of course, for Aston Villa. Fulham versus Southampton. Now, I'm going to keep this one short. Going to keep this one brief. I'm going to keep this one snappy. Fulham, they've been better, but not amazing. Scott Parker will not be able to be in the dugout for this game because of a COVID-19 positive test. So he's having to self-isolate. Southampton are just a better team than this Fulham side. And they're going to win this game. And I'm actually going to go for another 2-0 win, of course, to the Saints. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Arsenal coming to this game needing any sort of points they can get. They've been on a horrid run. And, of course, they compiled that misery of their recent performances in the Carabao Cup where they lost 4-1 to Manchester City thanks to a horrific goalkeeping performance by Runarsson. Chelsea come to this game placed 5th in the Premier League, 11 points off of the hosts in Arsenal. And Frank Lampard's men have been inconsistent in of late, having lost 2 of their last 3 games to both Wolves and Everton. However, they did beat West Ham in a game which they have historically struggled in within recent years. However, Frank Lampard has a big job on his hands and getting his misfiring Germans, Kai Havertz and Timo Werner, firing. They haven't been playing well and they've been a bit floppy so far this season, but at some point they will kick into gear, and I do believe that because they are both fantastic and quality strikers / midfielder in terms of Kai Havertz. I think it's going to be an interesting affair, a game you'd want to watch. It's a classic, but I think Arsenal will take a point from it, to be honest. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Manchester City versus Newcastle United. Now again, I'm going to keep this one short, this one snappy. It's quite obvious. You guys all know, I think Newcastle are rubbish. Manchester City, on the other hand, are good. They need to start picking up more points, and they're going to win this game, aren't they? They're going to win it 3-0. Sheffield United versus Everton. Sheffield United coming to this game are still rock bottom, still yet to pick up a win this season. I have only got 2 points all year from the opening 14 game, which is horrific. I believe it's the worst start to a campaign ever. While Everton coming to the game starting 4th place, level on points with Manchester United. Of course, Everton have played another game than Manchester United. Carabao Cup was played on Wednesday where Everton fielded a fairly strong, if not their strongest team. However, it's been a bit of a rest. Sheffield United are a weakened team just by themselves. They don't have a goal threat, and I think Everton will be able to dominate this game, and I think they will right the wrongs from that Carabao Cup game. Ancelotti will not be happy to be knocked out of the Carabao Cup, and they're going to win today. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Everton win. Leeds United versus Burnley. Of course, Leeds were humiliated in their last Premier League fixture, being hammered 6-2 by rivals Manchester United, where defensively they were woeful. However, Burnley will play to Leeds' strength. Burnley aren't a team that will go attack Leeds. Instead, they will sit back and try and hit him on the counter-attack, which I think works perfectly for Leeds because they're a team that wants to be on the ball, wants to try and carve open a defence because they can do that and they will overload a team. And Burnley, they're not a team like Manchester United that will be able to really force mistakes in that back line like Manchester United did. And I think Leeds will win this game. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Leeds win. West Ham versus Brighton and Hove Albion. West Ham and Brighton are split by 9 points in the Premier League. However, I think they're a lot closer match than that would suggest. I think West Ham have overperformed this season, got some points which they probably shouldn't have got, while Brighton have been unlucky at points. And I think this type of game West Ham usually do struggle in. I think West Ham perform best against the top teams where they can sit back and try and hit teams on the counter-attack. When West Ham are being made to try and break a team down, that's when they struggle more often. But I think they will score today. And it's just whether do I think Brighton will score as well. And I think they will, to be honest. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Liverpool versus West Brom. Liverpool, of course, top of the league. 4 points clear of Leicester, 5 points clear of Manchester United. And I think Liverpool will want to try and extend that with Manchester United and Leicester playing against each other. I mean, they want to try and create some distance, and we're hoping for a draw in Manchester United's game. West Brom are an inferior opponent to Liverpool. However, the fact they've got Sam Allardyce in the door is massive for them. One thing that Sam Allardyce will bring is defensive stability and will tighten them up and give them a structure. But there's no doubt Liverpool attack is scary, but Sam Allardyce is one of the best managers at making a defence. That's why he's got such a good record, keeping teams in the division. Do I think he's going to be enough? No, I don't. West Brom will not be able to contain Liverpool, especially at Anfield, especially with fans in the ground still. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Liverpool win. And final game of the game week, it's Wolves versus Spurs. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think Wolves have much of a goal for it at all, to be honest. I think they really lack a goal for it without Raul Jimenez. Look, they need a striker. I don't think Fabian Silva is really up to it at the moment. Pedro Neto is a good player, but he's not a proper striker. Podence, I don't rate him particularly in front of goal either. Adama Traore, he doesn't seem to be in favour, but again, he's not great in front of goal. But I think they will score today. It's just whether do I think Spurs will have enough to score past what is a very good Wolves defence, and I think they will. I think Kane and Son, they just can't stop scoring and providing for each other. And I think both will get on the score sheet today. And I think they will push Spurs to a 2-1 win. But like I say, Kane and Son both scoring. And this week's player to watch will be Sergio Aguero. I think Sergio Aguero has been coming on recently in cup games, showing that he's getting back to fitness. And I think he will be fit enough to start today. And I think he's going to notch a couple goals against this Newcastle side. Like I said, I think they're going to win 3-0. I think Aguero could get at least 2 of them. So that is why he's going to be my player to watch. If you did enjoy today's video, please do hit that like button below. Subscribe down below. Make sure you check out my match preview for the Manchester United versus Leicester City game. That will be in the description, like I said. And will be on the end card, while also being on my channel. And please do tune in for my watch along of the Leicester City versus Manchester United game. That will start at 12. And kickoff will be at 12:30 on Boxing Day. Anyway, like I said, hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Peace.